for sharing your story. Um, Next up, we have Jennifer Aguilar, who is the Community Outreach Specialist at Gift of Hope Organ and Tissue Donor Network. Jennifer, can you please introduce our next speaker?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Ms. Monica Fox, who is a kidney recipient. And I just wanted to give some facts about donation in the African American community here in the United States. Due to high rates of diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease, the Black community has increased risk of developing kidney failure. 31,000 patients on the organ transplant waiting list this year are Black. Of those patients, 29,000 are waiting for a kidney. In 2020, 5,000 transplant recipients were Black, and 1,298 organ donors were Black. So, again, I'm so excited to have Miss Monica Fox share her story with us of her kidney experience. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm just honored to be a part of this panel. And before I get started, I just want to say to the Hopkins family, thank you so much for your precious gift. And as a kidney transplant recipient, I am so grateful to you and I love you. And I want to say to Pong, I believe in miracles, and yours was a miracle. I had a miracle in my life as well, and I spent about 14 days in the ICU myself at the beginning of my illness. Many of those days I was in an induced coma and woke up having had my first dialysis treatment. And my doctor told me I needed a transplant, but I may never be healthy enough to get one. And here I am today. So I believe in miracles, and you had one, and so did I, and I'm grateful about that. Um, but I want to start my story off today. Well, I want to say that I've been grateful too to be a volunteer for Gift of Hope since 2014. I have been the director of their ambassador chapter in my area, the South Suburban Chicago area, and as well as being on their advisory council. And I have learned so much while I was on dialysis. I was actually volunteering for them, and I learned those startling statistics that Jennifer just named off. And I was like, oh my gosh, God put me in this position to make a difference and to do something. He gave somebody with a big mouth a big problem, and here I am today. So I really just want to start off by telling you about my friend Milton. Milton and I first met on the day before Thanksgiving in 2016, and we bonded instantly. We had a lot in common. Milton had a daughter, and I had a daughter. They both were about the same age. Milton was African American and 53 years old, and so was I. Um, Actually, Milton is more than a friend. He's my hero because after being tragically injured in a car accident, he gave me the gift of life, of a directed deceased donor kidney. When Milton was alive, he gave blood regularly, and he told his family that he wanted to be an organ donor because he knew that he could save so many people. He told his mother, who he loved fiercely, and his mother was a fierce advocate for organ donation. So she, along with Milton's daughter, who was his legal next of kin at the young age of 23, um, and they made sure that during that most tragic time of their lives, that they called around to friends and loved ones to see if they knew anyone in need of a kidney or a liver. And they found me, and they saved me. And I'm so grateful because because they saved me, I'm now the director of outreach for the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois, and I'm able to educate people about the importance of living and deceased donation and about prevention. So let me share just a few important facts about kidney disease. Kidney disease is the eighth leading cause of death in Illinois and the ninth in the United States, and it's preventable, so that's tragic. Over 37 million people in Illinois have chronic kidney disease. In the United States have chronic kidney disease, and 90% are unaware of it. Dialysis and transplant are two treatments for chronic kidney disease, and transplant is the best, giving patients the best outcomes and quality of life. High blood pressure and diabetes are the leading causes of chronic kidney disease, and therefore, people of Black and Latinx communities in America are the most likely to suffer with chronic kidney disease. These are the reasons why prevention is key. Diet, nutrition, and exercise play a major role in preventing the progression of kidney disease and reducing the need for dialysis and transplant. But the most important thing is knowing. So it's important to get regular checkups and know your numbers. And at NKFI, we offer free kidney screenings all over the state of Illinois. So if anyone's interested in a free screening, they can go to our website, which is www.nkfi.org, and see the list of screenings. Due to COVID, we have been limited, but now we've put some COVID regulations in place and we are getting back on the road doing kidney screenings. So, my kidney transplant has allowed me to watch my nephew grow into an awesome baseball player now in high school. It has allowed me to collaborate with my daughter, Jennifer's colleague, in outreach because she's an outreach specialist for Gift of Hope. I've traveled all over the country advocating for important issues impacting kidney and transplant patients. I've become a podcast host. Hosting The Journey Continues, a podcast that is committed to promoting kidney health and organ donation through powerful stories. I've been able to build a successful Mary Kay skincare business, and many of these things I never dreamed about doing. But due to the gift of organ donation from my hero Milton, I'm truly living my best life. And in closing, I want to say that if you're not a registered organ donor, please consider registering today. And I just thank you guys so much for this opportunity to be a part of this amazing panel.
Thank you so much, Monica. I am sure Milton is looking down and so proud of you and all the wonderful things that you're doing because you are truly making a difference. Um, Making sure that our communities know the importance and the need of donation is so important. And so thank you so much for sharing and thank you for what you do on a daily basis. Next